Hello, my name is Daniel Ramallo, and today I'm going to talk about something very interesting called the Fishbone Diagram. It is a cause and effect diagram that will allow you to identify, explore, and graphically display in increasing detail all of the possible causes related to a problem or, let's say, a condition to discover its root causes. Okay? So let's go. As you can see, this is a fish, and these are the bones of the fish. It is important to remember that the fishbone diagram is finding and curing causes and not symptoms. And that is why I brought this picture here. We're not interested, when you are drawing your fishbone diagram, you are not interested in symptoms, but you are interested in finding and cure the root causes. So the fishbone diagram enables a team, yourself, your stakeholders, your employees, to focus on the content of the problem, not on the history of the problem or different, let's say, personal interests of some team members. The fishbone creates a snapshot. It creates a snapshot of the collective knowledge and consensus of a team, of your team, around the problem. So you can isolate the problem. And this builds support for the resulting solutions. So again, the fishbone diagram focuses the team on causes and not symptoms. So let's move on how do you do it. So the first step in building your fishbone diagram is creating what I'm calling here a box. And this box will show you the most appropriate cause and effect format and how you will define what is in this box. First thing to do is placing individual causes within each major cause category, and then asking for each individual cause, why does this cause dispersion happen? Why does this cause happen? And then this question is repeated for the next level of detail until the team runs out of causes. So I'm going to show you a graph where you will be able to understand. So the first thing is here. Okay? You need to define this. Okay? And define this is critical. So again, you need to ask the question, why does this cause happen? And of course, in here you're going to have all your teams giving you ideas. Okay? I think it's because of that, I think it's because of that, I think it's because of that. So you're going to list all of what they're talking to you, what they're telling you. And this is what I call brainstorming. It's a brainstorming without previous preparation. Okay? So what you do, you collect all these brainstorms, all these ideas into an A4 sheet, spreadsheet, or Word document, whatever you are, whatever you're using. Yeah? But you collect all of them. This will help you to generate the causes needed to build a cause-effect diagram. Okay? And here, you're going to see the causes. Yeah? and then the effects. And when I start showing this to you, you're gonna see that start making like the fishbone diagram. So first is collect the brainstorm from your team, put them to a spreadsheet, into an A4 paper format, yeah? And then based on that data that you collected by your team before the meeting, yeah, you come up with the main point that will then make the team focus on the causes that will need to be built as an effect diagram. So let me try to take you through an example. Imagine that you have a pizzeria, okay? You have a pizzeria, and on every Friday and every Saturday, pizza delivery is late. So let me jump into here. So in this case, you talk to your team, you talk to the people that work in your pizzeria to understand what's happening, and then all of them is telling you in different ways, in different sort of formats, but all of that is leading to one thing, to one cause, yeah, to one effect, which is late pizza delivery, late on Fridays and late on Saturdays. So this is the effect, okay? This is the, in other words, to simplify this is the problem that you're facing, okay, with your customers. So you need to find what is creating that. What are the major cause categories that could lead your pizzeria, your business to deliver pizza late on a Friday, on a Saturday? So you place the problem statement in this box on the right hand side of the writing surface, okay? You place the problem statement in here and allow plenty of space, so you can use a flip chart sheet, a butcher paper or a large whiteboard. Yeah, a paper surface is preferred since the final cause effect diagram can be moved. Yeah, so the bonds, these are gonna be the causes, and when you're doing that, make sure everyone agrees on the problem statement here, okay? Otherwise this won't not work. So make sure everyone agrees on the problem statement. Include as much information as possible on the what, where, when and how much of this problem, okay? And use the data to specify this problem. So everybody needs to agree to this one first. So after that, you draw a major cause category, yeah, or steps in production or service process. So for example, what do you need to make your pizza? What are the things involved in the pizza creation for your pizzeria? And then once you've done that, and that's the next chart in here, you will connect them, yeah, as I did in here in red, to the bone. So this is the bone, okay, this is the bone here, okay. Let me just change my color here, okay. So this is bone, okay, and you're gonna connect all these causes to the bone, okay, as I'm doing here right now. In a process classification type format, replace the major bone category with, let's say, order taking, preparation, cooking, delivery. Yeah. In this case in here, what I did, I put people, machinery, equipment, methods, materials. But you can, instead of putting these things, people, machinery, equipment, methods, materials, you can say that this could be order taking, preparation, cooking, delivery, yeah? So be flexible in the major cause bonds that are used, yeah? In a production process, the traditional categories are, as you can see, machines, equipment, methods, which means how work is done, materials, which means components or raw materials, and people, the human element. In a service process, for example, the traditional methods are policies, procedures, plant, people, environment, and then can be building, logistics and space, can be measurements. Yeah? So there is no perfect set, okay, for these ones in blue. Okay, this can be anything according to your problem there, that your problem statement. So there is no perfect set or number of categories. You can just see 1, 2, 3, 4 categories. You can have 8, 10 categories there. Okay, but make them fit to the problem. They need to fit. Yeah, these categories here, the bonds, they need to fit to the head, to the problem itself. Okay. Now, once you've done that, yeah, you need to place the brainstormed or data-based causes in the appropriate category. So in this example here, I'm saying with people category, we have people don't show up. There is one cause for that. In equipment, unreliable cars. In equipment, ovens are too small. In people, drivers get lost. They don't have a GPS. In methods, poor handling large orders or poor dispatching. In materials, you run out of ingredients. So all of those things in blue, yeah, these are the brainstormed or data-based causes, and they need to fit into the appropriate category. So in brainstorming, okay guys, possible causes can be placed in a major cause category as each is generated, or only after the entire list has been created. Yeah, either works well. Yeah, brainstorming the whole list first maintains the creative flow of the ideas without being constrained. Let's say that, yeah, without being constrained by the major cause categories, yeah, or where the ideas fit in each bond, yeah. So some causes seems to fit more, yeah. So for example, reliable cars, yeah. Some causes they seem fit in more than one category. Ideally, okay, ideally each cause here should be in only one category. But some of the people causes, for example, as you can see, yeah, some of the people causes may legitimately belong in 2 places, yeah. But place them in both categories and see how they work out in the end. Yeah, so you could say drivers get lost, but is there could be another cause in here within people that they appear in here, but put them in there, that's fine, no problem. Yeah, but that is just for people. Put them in there, no problem. But in the end, you need to work it out what works best. Yeah, as I said, it is important that you have that the causes themselves they do not repeat across the bonds. And if ideas are slow in coming, use the major cause categories as catalysts. So, for example, here in materials, for example, yeah, what in materials is causing blah blah blah? What in materials is causing the pizzas to be delivered late on a Friday and on a Saturday? Yeah, and ask repeatedly of each cause listed on the bonds either why does it happen? For example, I don't know, run out of ingredients. The question would lead to more basic causes such as inaccurate ordering, poor use of space, and so on. Yeah, right over, lack of training, yeah. So more and more and more and more you think, more you get in here. Okay, so I don't wanna keep you bored with this. I wanna, as I said in the beginning, it's just a very high level thing. But let me show you an example, a true example of a fishbone. So for example, if you work in a IT industry, for example, and the problem is that everybody agrees that you have a low website traffic. So everybody agrees to that. You bring everybody together. You define your categories, so skills, surroundings, suppliers, and systems. So within those categories, you need to find what is causing that, what is driving that. So what within suppliers are driving the low website traffic? In this case, you can see no AdWords campaign, scarce directory units. Within systems, you can see unreliable server, server can't handle traffic spikes, unreliable email server, and you can add more to this. And just remember, as soon as you go more into this, for each deeper cause, continue to push for deeper and deeper understanding, but know when to stop. A rule of thumb is to stop questioning when a cause is controlled by more than one level of management removed from the group. Otherwise, the process could become an exercise in frustration. Yeah? So you need to use the common sense in here. So interpret or test for root causes by one or more of the following. For example, look for causes that appear repeatedly within or across major categories. Select through either an unstructured consensus process or one that is structured, such as, let's say, nominal group technique or multi-voting, for example. Okay, use a multi-voting thing. And gather data through check sheets, spreadsheets as an example, or other formats to determine the relative frequencies of the different causes. In that way, I will assure you that you're going to have a very nice fishbone defined, and you'll be able to solve your main problem. Thank you very much for listening. I'll see you soon.